I'm Jess Boulton, and this is the Daily Mirror's Jess Saying. It's a very exciting weekend this weekend because, of course, it's Eurovision weekend. And I am very excited to say, by UK's entrant and our big hope, James Newman. Thank you. Hi, James. How are you?
I'm good, Jess. How are you?
I'm really good. You're already over in Rotterdam, aren't you? What's it like?
It's amazing. I've been here for a week already. So we got here last Thursday, done loads of rehearsals. It's absolute madness in the arena and getting to perform in that huge stadium. It's just, I'm having a great time, really loving it.
And obviously after last year, when after last time when you weren't able to compete because it got cancelled, has it made it even more special finally getting to the stage?
Yeah, it's like, I can't believe, it's 2 years in the making, and then we finally got to Rotterdam. Like the first time I put my feet on the stage, I was like, oh my God, I'm here. I've done it. Like, I finally got to Rotterdam. So yeah, it's really like, I think the energy, the kind of atmosphere is so like everyone's just so happy to be here. It's just so like, it's mad. So yeah, I mean, every time I walk on the stage, I'm just like, I can't believe it's my actual life.
Yeah. And I mean, you've already had an amazing career. I mean, you're a songwriter. Like, looking at your songwriting credits, you've done Little Mix, Jessica Boulton, all loads and loads of people, all like Louis Tomlinson, Zayn. How is it different when you're performing on the stage as yourself?
I mean, when I started out in music, I wanted to be a performer, and like that's the thing that got me into loving music so much, is singing for people. And obviously, I love writing for other people. It's such a great thing to do, and I'm still going to keep doing that. But getting to perform on, like being around amazing artists and watching them perform, like watching my brother sing at the O2, and I was thinking, God, I'd love to do that one day. Step out in front of thousands of people. So the feeling that I'm actually going to do that this weekend is, it's a dream come true. So I'm just really looking forward to singing my own song on stage.
I love it, and I know obviously John, your brother, as everyone knows, he won a Brit Award, as you won a Brit Award as well for writing a song. Is it difficult when there's the two of you? Is there any sort of like, do you feel a little bit competitive, or are you just really encouraging each other?
We're just best mates, me and John. Like, obviously we wind each other up all the time. Like, we're brothers, so that's what we've got to do. Like, I always say to John, I'm like, are you worried that everyone's going to realise I'm a better singer now? And he's like, oh, whatever, James. He's like, yeah, whatever, Mr. Eurovision. And so we wind each other up.
Now we can like totally compare the two of you, and it can be if you win Eurovision, right? It's been 23 years since we won Eurovision, so that's a big weight on your shoulders.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that? Have you got any sort of, I don't want to say what do you think your chances are, because I don't want to jinx you, but how would you feel if you finally did it for the UK?
I mean, imagine. I've got a good feeling though, There's no reason why I can't win the Eurovision Song Contest. If me and my brother can come from the Yorkshire Dales, and like I can now stand and represent the UK, why can't I win? So I'm just really buzzing, and I've put in so much hard work, and my team around me has worked really hard, and the kind of response has been amazing. So I'm just, I just really want to do well, but for me, being here is just as fun. So it's great.
And I love the fact you're already in the spirit of things with the Union Jack pillowcases in the background. Well done. I'm loving it.
Yeah.
Now, there's some great acts that we've seen get through, because obviously the big five are already through, and then we've seen the first lot of semi-finals, and we'll find out who's coming through from the second lot of semi-finals. But there's some brilliant acts, and there's some very OTT acts as well, isn't there? There's some great sort of costumes we've already seen. Russia, I'm very impressed with their outfits. Who's been your sort of favourites that you've been sussing out amongst the competition?
Well, obviously, everyone is amazing. I don't want to single anyone out. Manisha, yeah, from Russia, she's wicked. I think that's such a good vibe that she's got going. So, looking forward to watching that. I don't like singling people out because everyone's wicked, but I think for me, I really like Destiny's song from Malta.
Yeah.
I really like Portugal's song because that's the kind of song that I'd love to sing myself. It's called "Love Is on My Side." By Black Mamba, they're called. It's really nice song. I did a duet with Blas Canto, who's the Spanish entrant, of his song, which is out now, with me singing his song with him. Everyone's wicked though, and like you say, it's such a spectacle, such an event, like so entertaining, and like, you know, there's so many different styles of music and so many different artists and flow riders performing with the San Marino entrant. Like, actually, as a contestant in the competition, flow riders performing, which is mad. Everyone was like, "Flow riders here." I was like, "Yes."
That is mad. That is mad. It seems like it's a really sort of chummy, friendly atmosphere behind the scenes. Not like, as I imagined, you'd all keep quite separate and, you know, animosity building, bit of competition. But it sounds like everyone's in it together.
Everyone's in it together, but obviously we've got to stay away from each other because of COVID. But everyone's really supportive of each other because everyone knows how tough it is, like the pressure, how hard everyone's worked to get here. So there's a really nice vibe between the artists and the delegations.
No, there's been a lot over the years with like political voting. I mean, the controversies of some of the votes from some countries. Are you a little concerned after Brexit that we're not going to have much support from some of the European countries? Because it does get political in the Eurovision Song Contest, doesn't it?
I don't think it does. I've not felt any kind of political. I mean, it's not a political competition. It's a celebration of music, and I think that doesn't really come up. I've not really had that come up with anyone. So I just think people want us to see the UK doing well, and we're going to put in a really big effort and put on a good show, and I think hopefully that'll help with the votes.
Talking of show, like, you've got an amazing set from what I've seen from the rehearsal pictures. We had like the two great big, I think we got a picture of it there with the two great big trumpets sort of things coming out, which is awesome. Did you come up with this concept, and do you think it's probably one of the strongest sets out of everybody? It looked it to me.
Oh, nice. Thank you. It's great to have the 3D aspect of the staging. We wanted to bring it out a little bit more so it wasn't just the screens.
Yeah.
It was actually designed by the stage set designers called Tom and Jerry, Jerry Reeve and Tom Denning. And they were like, you know, imagine the song's got brass in it. Why don't we have some massive trumpets hanging from the thing? And I was like, yes, sick. Let's do it. So I think they look wicked, and I love how they move around and the light changes on them. And obviously, I've got my band playing brass.
Yeah.
Great dancers, and it's like, I just think it looks really cool. And now we've got pyros and flamethrowers coming out the ground.
It sounds like it's awesome. I'm really excited about this because obviously the one in 2019 we unfortunately came last, and poor Michael Rice, who did it, and that was the last one that we had because obviously 2020 was cancelled, and we haven't done too well since the 2000s onwards because we've come last a couple of times, and of course Gemini, as we can never forget, poor Gemini that got the null point. Are you having nightmares about, you know, oh my gosh, I don't want to be null or what are they all going to say to me? It must be so scary right now.
It is really scary, but I try not to think about that because otherwise I'd probably have a mental breakdown. But I'm just focusing on the positive, and the positives have been like so great, you know, like pre-polls and stuff like that. I'm like up the top. So it's feeling good, and I just think like the competition's really moved on from what it used to be, and it's really contemporary, and it's the best of each country. And like, you know, a lot of other countries, these are like famous acts that are entering from their country and stuff. So I just think we need to show Europe that we are putting the best of British in, and like the song I wrote it with people that are having hits on the radio right now, and it's getting played on the radio right now. Clara Amford just played it on Radio 1 today. Scott Mills played it on Radio 1. So it's like, you know, we are representing the UK properly with a proper contemporary song. So I just think, who knows?
Different competition, you're right, from what it was. Yeah, when it went through that stage, which is where, you know, people will be like, oh, Eurovision. But actually now it's top of the game. I mean, like you say, you've written for pretty much everybody in the top 40. And we're going really strong this year. I think it will mean quite a lot to the UK for us to be able to take home this trophy.
Come on.
we don't do very well in the football lately. So if you can bring this home, that'll be great.
Exactly. There you go.
Do you, out of the last winners, we had Katrina and the Waves back in 1997, but we also had Bucks Fizz, Brotherhood of Man. Do you have a favourite out of them that have won? And have you spoken to any of those people? Have they given you any tips or advice?
Yeah, I did some filming with Cheryl Baker the other week from Bucks Fizz. And we filmed like a Line of Duty spoof with Rylan and Scott Mills and Chelsea. Yeah. And Cheryl Baker does like a cameo in it, and it's so good. She's so nice. She's so upbeat, so fun. And she was like, you know, if you win, it'll change your life. And I was like, wow, wicked. And she was like, but just enjoy it. It's crazy, and it's like fun and like an amazing experience. So yeah, me and Cheryl, good mates now.
I love it. I love it. What about Katrina? Have you heard from her?
I haven't, no, but I think that's such a wicked song, isn't it? And that's why it's a winner, because it just Love Shine a Light. It says it all, doesn't it? And like last year when the show didn't happen, we all the contestants covered Love Shine a Light, and it was like a big montage of everyone singing together.
It's really nice, wasn't it? It's a really happy song, and that's really, really good. What have you got planned for after Eurovision? First of all, how are you going to celebrate after Saturday night? And then what have you got planned for after that?
So after Saturday night, because of all the restrictions here, we're probably not going to be able to do much. But when I get home, I'll quarantine. At least I can see my wife and celebrate with my wife at home. And then after quarantine, I'm going to go to the pub and see my family and see my friends and just like catch up with everyone. Because I've been so like on a strict regime, not been drinking, been eating well, not been going out of the house really, because I've been trying to stay at home and focus. I'm just going to relax and have fun with my friends. And then I'm going to put out my next single, which is ready to go nearly. And then...
What's that called? Can you tell us yet? Or
I can't tell you yet, no, sorry.
All right.
Soon come. And then I'm going to put out my album this year, which I'm really excited about, and hopefully do some live gigs and go on tour and play to fans in real life and be part of getting the live music scene back on its feet.
Which is, slowly getting there after the Brits, and so it'll be so good to see. You, like I said before, you've already got a Brit Award, haven't you, for co-writing the best single of the year in 2014. Where is your Brit Award? What do you do with it at home?
I actually don't have one, which is really embarrassing.
Oh
no! No, but me and my friend, we've got like a shared one. Me and Johnny Harris, ghostwriter, who I wrote it with. We've got one together that we kind of give to each other, but he actually broke it. So,
So first of all, you had to share it, because they do this, don't they? Because I spoke to Steps, and they were like, actually, we all had to pay for our own individual ones.
You didn't have to pay for it. We had to share the.
Yes, we had to share it, and then he's broken it. Bloody cheap. Right. Well, you need to get another one next year. So. Yeah,
exactly. That's it.
Right. Well, thank you so much for this. We're all going to be behind you on the night, and I've got a good feeling, so we can send good vibes. Do you have any last-minute rituals you'll be doing before you go on stage?
I'll be getting in an ice bath in the morning to get my head in the game.
Right, love it.
Ice bath. And then me and my band, before we go on, we just get all hyped together and we just start chanting Newman. It's like, Newman. They started it. I didn't start it myself.
I love that. I like the way you've reiterated that. I didn't start it myself. And your wife at home, she hasn't been able to come out with you, I take it?
No, she couldn't be here, unfortunately. I couldn't bring any family with me just because of all the restrictions. And everything. So they're going to be at home cheering me on. My wife, my brother, my mum, and my brother's wife, Nana. So yeah, they'll all be together, cheering me on at home.
Oh, that's fantastic. They're going to be on the video phone before you go on stage, aren't they? Giving you that. James, thank you so much for joining us and taking time out of your rehearsals and schedule today. And I really appreciate it. Good luck for Saturday. Break it up. And,
thank you so much.
And we'll be waiting to see the results. So, all right. Cheers, James.
Thank you, Jess. See you later.
Bye.